I'm not for the cheating thing, but I'm just saying, man, you're a fighter too. You could have easily said, y'all have been married 3 months. Could have been the ex-girlfriend. She could have been crazy. Did you give your man the benefit of the doubt? Not the way you telling
tried.
Not the way you're telling the story. Yeah, I don't hear benefit of the doubt.
She pulled out her phone. She pulled out her phone. There was no benefit of the doubt. She had receipts.
Okay, ma'am. She pulled out her phone after you. No. Evelyn, you ready? Wait. Turn on light. Okay, let's go.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh my God. How are you?
I'm good. How old are you?
I am 37.
All right. So you got the subject. Are modern women really aware of how bad things have gotten?
I don't think they are. I actually just started listening to you a few days ago. I don't know how I did not know who you were. I don't do the YouTube. I don't listen. I work all day long. So
well, there you go.
Yeah. So I just found out about you, and I've been binge listening to you. While I'm working out, you're in my ear. I'm listening. So I'm like, oh my God.
Are you single? Are you single or are you married?
So I am divorced.
Okay. Any children?
I am no kids.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes, I've been listening. I absolutely love you. So I'm asking my friends, like, hey, do you guys know who this is? They're like, oh, that's my frat brother. Oh, you just found out about him. I'm like, listen, I work and I'm not allowed to have my phone. If I could have my phone, I would listen to you all day.
Baby sounds real excited. You know, she's happy. You're 37. You know, divorced, no kids, and you're so excited to be on. Let's see what we're talking about. What are they getting wrong? Come on, man.
So, what outcome do you want to have for the rest of your life with a man?
I want a new husband.
Okay. Now, how long were you married the first time?
5 years.
And you said you didn't have any children. Do you want to have children in the future, or are you good on that front?
I'm 37, so I'm older.
Mm-hmm.
I want a child really bad. I just don't know how realistic that is for me at my age.
Well, sit down and talk with your OBGYN. They can help you out more than anything else. But so let me ask you a question. Who filed for divorce?
I did.
All right. So you want another husband?
Yes.
Let's say you and I were dating, and let's say that I'm the kind of man that you would love to marry. Okay.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and do my Thanos snap so I can change the world around to my benefit. I'm gonna change the world. My reality. I'm the man you would love to be. You would love to be Mrs. Kevin. Can I talk to your ex-husband?
You could talk to him. He might not talk back.
No, I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to call him. If I talk to your ex-husband, what would he tell me? If I would say, hey, tell me about what it's like being married to Miss Evelyn.
So.
Would he give you a ringing endorsement, or would he tell me to find another applicant?
I'm his third wife. He should not be given any advice.
You're his third wife. He shouldn't be given any advice, but it seemed like the right thing for you to marry a guy who's been married 2 times already. You were together 5 years. So what's really going on? Like, women can normally spit this out. Guys, if a woman asks you that question, don't ever answer that question. You know, what would you say about this? What would you say? If you do say nothing but incredible things. And say something like, grew apart, it just didn't work out, but I learned a lot from the experience. But you see how she's like, she's lost for words before, but now she's like, he shouldn't have anything to say. Baby, we talking about you. Like, come on.
Okay, see.
I don't know.
I'm asking what would he, but okay. See, let me tell you what's wrong with what you said.
Okay.
Okay. You took what I said personally, and you're taking shots at this guy. And all I'm asking is, how did he experience you? So by your answer, I'd already be turned off.
Facts.
Okay.
Because you haven't done, you're showing that you haven't done the work to even just to answer the question. Because you have a job, right?
Absolutely.
Have you ever hired anyone?
Yes.
Okay. Do you not check?
Regardless of what y'all think, man, some women have a complex that they are perfect, right? They don't make mistakes. Doesn't matter what age they are perfect princesses. You know, so let's not get this wrong. So I think she kind of has the same issue. And a lot of times it's very rare you come across a woman who says, in this marriage, I was the issue, right? So with her, I mean, just explain what's the situation.
Previous work history?
Yes.
Okay. Your husband is your previous job. It would be smart as a business person to check previous work history. And if somebody came through the door applying, saying, I'd love to work here, and I said, okay, well, tell me about your previous work history and your employers. Oh, they better not say nothing about me. They can't keep an employee. See?
Okay.
Does that make sense though?
He's probably gonna say that I'm loud.
Okay.
And somewhat argumentative, and that I feel that I am in charge.
Are both of those?
Or that I want to be in charge.
Okay. He would say that you're loud. Is that accurate?
I am Hispanic, so I'm a little loud.
Okay. Hispanic does not mean loud. I can't let you do that to Hispanic people. That's an Evelyn thing.
Okay.
So are you loud?
I am.
All right. Are you argumentative?
I am a little argumentative.
Okay. What's the number one thing men want from a woman, especially higher value men? Not your question.
Listen.
Cooperation.
A woman that listens.
Cooperation. And if you're argumentative, that goes conflict to cooperation. Argumentative, because ultimately what men want is peace. Peace and tranquility. So argumentative may make for good, passionate makeup sex, but it can tend to make for chaotic living.
You can't be happy arguing, especially with a woman. You come across a woman that always wants to argue, always starting an argument, guys. A lot of you, and always try to lead or take charge in a relationship. You can't deal with a woman like that. That shit, like he said, is good for makeup sex, but the next day you guys are going to end up arguing. Trust me, I know, guys. I'm speaking from experience. You cannot be with this type of person. You know, a lot of times it's not about you're being the servant. It's about sometimes, ladies, you just need to shut up. Now, if you got a man that's being in his feminine, like a lot of these he-man woman haters that like going off, then you got an issue. If you got a man starting an argument. But some women just like to talk, run their mouth, and don't want to shut up. So guys, instead of you engaging in that, you quickly remove yourself from that. And if she can't learn to get on your program or learn to communicate without arguing, then it's not going to work. So he hit it on the head with that one.
And then we put loud on top of that. There's no peace with loud.
This type of woman will also emasculate you and try to embarrass you in public and in front of people also. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I agree with you, and I am working on that.
What's the name of your therapist?
John Cusack.
Exactly. You don't have a therapist, so you're not really working on it. So
I do have a therapist.
John Cusack?
John Cusack. I can show you the bill. $150.
Okay, I believe you. I thought John Cusack is an actor too. So
no, that's his name.
Okay. So how long and is he a psychiatrist, psychologist? Life
He's
coach?
a therapist. I think he's just PhD.
Cool. And how long have you guys been working together?
I've been with him 7 years.
Oh my God. No. Nope. Absolutely not.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Therapy is you're supposed to graduate from therapy. Therapy can become another addiction. You were with that therapist longer than with your ex-husband.
Fact.
Yeah. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, Kevin.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying on the open market, what you said is I want a husband. And I said, all right, can I talk?
She seems like a fun girl, especially if you get a couple drinks in her ass. She seems like a fun girl, but belligerent also. Anyway, 37, and you ain't got that shit together yet, baby. Like it's you almost there.
To your previous employers. And you said what you said. And I said, okay, well then, but regardless of what my previous employers are going to say, I see my issues and I'm working on it. All right, cool. Tell me about how you're working on it. I've been working on it for 7 years. I ain't got 7 years. If you still loud and argumentative about the 7 years.
Oh,
I'm just saying, that's how men think.
okay.
That's how men think.
In my defense, I was worse in the beginning, but in them 7 years, I'm not trying to throw blame or bash or anything. There was infidelity for 2 years where his mistress.
How often did you cheat?
No, I didn't cheat at all. His mistress came up to me and I got arrested because his mistress fought me and I'm the one who got, like, imagine.
Hold on. I want to be his mistress just came up to you in the Kroger and started swinging on you,
and just started. She didn't just start swinging. It was a little back and forth. I tried to leave the situation, but she was like in my car, and he wouldn't like. It was a mess.
How did she even know you?
I don't know. She said when she approached me, she's like, "I know who you are." She's like, "I know that." He was right there. I guess he told her about me, but that was his mistress for 2 years while we were together.
So your ex-husband was in someplace with his mistress, and his mistress rolled up on you.
Rolled up on me.
Why?
I don't know. To fight. That's why I said.
Okay, ma'am. But okay, listen. What I need you, ma'am. There's always a reason why people do what they do, and you're not innocent in this thing. You know something. I mean, you're innocent until proven guilty. But I'm just asking. Nobody just rolls up and says, "Hey, you're the wife of the man I'm the mistress to." If she want.
Some women are just cat. I've seen it before, man. Some women are just catty. Some women are just competitive, especially the side chick. The side mistress a lot of times wants to become the main. Or sometimes just comfortable, but just feels that she's the main and she wants to compete. And he must have made it comfortable for her to do that, to approach her at this point. So I don't know what she could have done. And now, Gio, are you defending? I'm not defending. I'm just saying, like, bro, you made it comfortable for your mistress, and you obviously have no respect for your main lady if you made it comfortable for your mistress to do this. Just my thoughts on it.
To fight you, was she saying why? There has to be some words exchanged.
What happened was she came up to me and she asked me what I was doing with her boyfriend. He was my husband at the time. Right. I said, "Lady, I don't know who you are." And she started pulling out her phone and showing me receipts. Like, I was just talking to him and I'm like, "Ma'am, you need to get away from me." And I'm like, "Sir," and I'm like, I'm not going to say his name. I'm like, "You need to get out." This was in my car. Like, I was minding my business.
Hold on. So, were you guys married? Were you separated?
No, we were married at 3 months into the marriage. And I stayed because I loved him.
Hold on.
Ladies, once again, love conquers all. Fellas, love conquers all.
You were 3 months married, and a woman comes up to you and says, "Why are you with my boyfriend?"
An old woman too.
Okay,
Shirley.
Hold on. Where did she see you with her boyfriend, your husband?
She seen me. He was in my car. She came up to my car. I think she was.
Okay,
at his
ma'am.
Job,
Okay. You're confusing me because the way you've told the story is you were someplace and she came up to you and he was there also. You and your husband were together.
She explained it pretty well. I understood what she was saying. She's in the car with her husband, And this woman comes up and approaches her and say, I know everything about you.
Me and my husband, I was outside of his job waiting for him.
Okay.
He came out of his job. He got into my car.
Right.
And she was like staring at me. I didn't know who she was. She
Okay.
knew who I was. She
Right.
didn't approach him when he was coming to get in the vehicle.
Uh-huh.
She waited for him to be in the vehicle, and then she came over and knocked on the window, and I rolled my window down, and then that's when everything started.
And she said, "What are you doing with my boyfriend?"
Yes.
All right. And so at that point, what did your husband say?
He said he didn't know her. And then she pulled out her phone, and then she started showing me like the text, like everything.
Okay. Was there a car behind you?
Was there a car behind me?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Then why didn't you leave?
So I wanted him to get out of my car.
No.
I asked him to get out of my car.
No, ma'am. A strange woman walks up to you, knocks on your window when your husband gets in the car.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know her. She was staring at you.
Mm-hmm.
You rolled down the window. That's
Yep.
not wise.
So I'm going to tell you something.
Hold on.
We were at the police station. My husband was...
Okay, see? You want to fight.
No, I don't.
Ma'am.
I promise you I don't.
Okay, I do what I do very well.
She seems very nice. I think she's cool. She's explaining it very well. Roll down the window. Like you at a police station, so on and so forth. You with your husband or whatever, so you want to see what's going on, and just I don't see it being that big of an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay.
There was an opportunity for you to egress and avoid the situation, but that's not your way. You meet conflict head on. A woman that you didn't know whether she's armed or not, came up to your automobile. Your husband, the person you were there to pick up, was safely in the vehicle. The smart thing to do would have been to put your car in reverse and drive away. But no. You're going to listen to what a woman has to say, because what you do, and she rolled down the window. And then you rolled down the window, she had to say, what you doing with my boyfriend? Then when she said that, what did you say to him?
I said, who's this lady?
Mm-hmm. What did he say?
He said, I don't know her, my ex-girlfriend.
I don't know her, my ex-girlfriend. Those two things don't match.
No.
I know.
See, I'm not for the cheating thing, but I'm just saying, ma'am, you're a fighter, too. You could have easily said, y'all have been married 3 months. Could have been an ex-girlfriend. She could have been crazy. Did you give your man the benefit of the doubt? Not the way you telling Not the way you're telling the story. I don't hear benefit of the doubt.
She pulled out her phone. There was no benefit of the doubt. She had receipts.
Okay, ma'am. She pulled out her phone after you. No.
Baby trying to get all that shit in before Kevin hit that mute button. I hear you, baby. Hey, shit happens. You want to get down to the bottom of it. I mean, at the end of the day, she brought it to you. You didn't go looking for it. So I can respect that. That's the difference. I think that's what a lot of people get upset about on, when I do these reactions to these videos, is that they think that, demeaning somebody, so on and so forth. When you go looking for shit, you're going to find it. This lady, it was brought to her. So she's going to sit there just like anybody else and see what the hell is going on. See what's happening. That's how it should be. When you look for some shit, you're going to find it. But she wasn't looking for it. It came to her. And as a man, when this happens, when you go look for it, you're going to find it, and then you're going to get emotional about it. But if it comes to you, you still handle it like a man. And she said, get your ass up out my car after she seen the receipts. But then again, she stayed with him because love conquers all, baby.
The window was up. Your husband was in the car. You had to roll down the window. Mistake number one. Her pulling out the phone, your car has PRND21. Transmission. Put it in reverse. Back the French toast up. Drive down the street. What if that woman had a gun, some acid, a razor? You don't know what's going on. So kind of just like you came in there saying that your husband shouldn't be saying nothing. I'm not saying he was right, but I'm saying, ma'am, for your own safety. But that's not the way you roll. You're a fighter.
I'm working on that. I'm less.
I don't think that has anything to do with that. I think your average woman who's really not like meek, your average woman is going to see what the hell's going on. You know what I'm saying? They're going to see what's going on.
I'm less.
You're probably great in bed, but that's great. But that's it. But nobody wants to be married to a fighter. Men want peace, and it's masculine, man. Ma'am, it's masculine. The feminine in you should have been.
I disagree with that. Y'all know, like I'm on me and Kevin. I have the same outlook as him, but I have to disagree with him on that. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with what she did. You know, trying to see what's happening. She didn't go prying and looking. If she did, that would be completely
Trying to avoid confrontation. You asked your husband, who is this person? You shouldn't have rolled your window down. But after you rolled your window down, what are you doing with my boyfriend? That's your husband. You should have said, this woman's crazy. Let me back out of here. Drive down the road. Who was that? Oh, I don't know. My ex-girlfriend. Then you have that question over there. But you ended up getting arrested.
I was also younger. I wasn't.
I heard very well, ma'am. You got arrested.
Yes, correct. I was also younger.
Mm-hmm. How long did you spend in jail?
6 hours.
Mm-hmm. How much younger what age did you get married?
32.
32, so it was 5 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And you've been in therapy for 7 years?
I was in therapy when I was.
Uh-huh. Your godfather's right again.
You know what? I love you. I'm taking what you're saying. I'm taking it in. I'm working on myself. I'm trying to be less argumentative because, and I'm actually half of what I used to be. I promise you. I used to be
a whole fool.
I used to be a lot. I'm not that anymore. I promise you.
Okay, so have you had your ass whooped?
Nope.
You need it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because women like you think you're tough. And you think you can handle anything. And that's the problem. So many ways you think you're tough. One day you're going to run up on somebody who's going to give you everything you're looking for.
Well, I don't run up on people.
Well, you're going to interact with somebody. Ma'am, what I'm saying is ultimately a feminine woman drives the hell away. Mm-hmm. And if you're married to a man who was a cheater and he said, I don't know who this woman is, she's my ex-girlfriend, you could have handled that and got all that straightened out and then done whatever you had to do. But your safety. But you ended up rolling your window down, inviting a confrontation. You know you're loud, know you're combative, know you have a temper. With your husband in the car with a woman you don't know, you've been you longer than I've known you, and I could tell that was going to end up in a confrontation. And you ended up going to jail. Okay? Now, I'm saying all that to say that was 5 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. You still got that fight in you today.
I promise.
Let's see what's going on with her though. I think she. I like her. I like how she talks like, okay, this is what happened. She doesn't go looking for it. It came to her, and she addressed it, and that's that.
So I think more. If this was to happen to me now, I would walk away and be like, keep him.
All right, cool. So ultimately, men want women who are feminine, beautiful, inspirational, cooperative, and submissive. Because men want peace. 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 And one thing that's gotten told to a lot of women is, dysfunction, chaos, passion. That may be great for sex, but nobody wants to live like that. I would say that the therapist you're working with, you've been for 7 years, you need a new therapist. You should have made more progress. You're already in therapy for 2 years when you got married, and you end up in a confrontation in front of a police station, unless. It's not wise, right? Right?
Correct.
So are you dating anyone?
That's the issue now. I meet a lot of guys. I work out
I see
a
you
lot.
guys in the
every single
comment
day.
section. You meet a lot of guys, but what?
I can't keep them. I don't know. They
what?
I can't
How
keep
many
them
dates?
here.
How many dates do you end up going on before it kind of ends up?
Well, the only one that's been sticking around is this high value guy that I'm talking to. He just filed for retirement, 51. But he's been divorced 6 years. He's not sure. And the guy that I really like.
But are you dating with intention?
I am dating. I tell them I'm looking for a husband. I don't want to.
But are you a wife?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I was married already.
Yeah. You were married. That doesn't make you a wife.
So what makes me a wife?
You need to book a whole session. Because
you know what? I was gonna, but you charging $1,000 an hour. I can't afford that. I live in Boston, okay?
Man, my fault you broke.
I figured she was in Boston. I was gonna ask you guys where is she. I was gonna ask you guys because I was gonna say she sounded like she's from Boston. Kev charging $1,000 an hour. He can command that because people are willing to pay the value versus cost. He's charging what people are willing to pay. Sorry, baby. You figure you get on here for free for a couple, you got more than your little 15 minutes, but that's how it works. 1,000 talk. That's what that man's time is worth.
$4,000.
Well, first of all, I charge what I'm worth. Because I guarantee you.
I agree.
Hold on. Because I guarantee you in this one free call you've gotten, it's better than that 7 years worth of money you done paid this person that led you into a fight. So you get what you pay for.
Okay.
Like anything else, you can find the money if it's valuable enough to you. Because I don't need your $1,000. I'm just telling you, I don't have time. I don't have time to go into it. But if you're not dating with intention, the outcomes you want.
And guys, and I'm gonna segue into this. People don't understand that. They want to be like, why do you charge such and such? Why do you charge? You shouldn't have to explain yourself about what your worth is at the end of the day. And if they don't want to pay it, send them on their way. People always want to know this, that, and they want something for free. Get what you're worth, guys.
Are you in the position to accept them? Because at the end of the day, you can attract men, but you can't keep them. And if that ain't worth an hour, enjoy your Boston baked beans.
I'm gonna have to book you.
No, you don't have to. I mean, I'm just saying.
No, but I've been like I said, I've been listening to you.
But the thing is, hold on. You can listening, but that has nothing to do with the interactions. I got to get on to some other folks. See, guys, what modern women have been told is this combative stuff is going to be good for them, and some of these women think it makes you sexy and makes you desirable, and all it makes dudes do is decide to run away from you. Don't nobody want to be around all that. Mahogany, unmute yourself. Don't nobody want to be around all that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
It's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I will put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth them.